Happy mid-morning, guys. All right, so here we are, the end of the first business week of 2023. And let me ask you a question. Is your life any different this Friday than it was last Friday? Probably not. And if it is, it's certainly not any different because of anything that happened in Washington. Because basically nothing's happened in Washington this week. All right. How much do we really need Congress to do anything other than screw stuff up? Now, I know this is a video. People are going to go, oh, crap, he's getting into politics again. Yeah, I am, because personally, I find it very important to determine the direction of the country and basically what we do. I mean, yes, we make the decisions by voting, or whoever counts the votes makes the decision more accurately. But I think it's important that we know this because the direction the country goes is directly affected by the decisions, good or bad, that are made in Washington. Okay, no problem. So the big topic all week has been Kevin McCarthy and becoming Speaker of the House. And I find it very interesting watching this whole circus play out because there are a small group of people that are trying to take this country back. And that's a good thing. We're not going to have a polar shift in the country go, oh my God, we're going from the globalist socialist agenda to we're going to an America First agenda. Okay. It's going to take time, and it's going to take people to wake up, pay attention, and know what's going on. And I've said many times, the sad part is the people in this country are sheep. They are, oh my God, I'm voting for this guy because he's got a D behind his name or he's got an R behind his name. Oh, really? The guy's all for the satanic church killing babies and murdering kids in the street. Oh, but he's got a D behind his name, so I'm going to vote for him. Okay. That's literally the logic of the American public. So, I got a kick out of it. If you saw any of these stories or saw the clip, Fox News has completely gone off the rails. And it is basically now, as far as I'm concerned, CNN light. Paul Ryan, the former Mitt Romney vice presidential candidate, former Speaker of the House, is now basically the director choosing programming, whatever it is, on Fox. Okay. And Ryan's a piece of shit. Always has been. Okay. He's a dirtbag establishment rhino. And he's the one running Fox. If you saw Sean Hannity's interview with Lauren Boebert, he'd ask a question, then wouldn't let her answer, and then, saying, you're not answering my question. It's like, here's an idea, Sean. Shut up and let her answer the question. Brett Baer, same thing. The Fox has become complete shills for the establishment. And Kevin McCarthy is 100% establishment. Personally, I am all for these 20-odd Congress people that are standing up for their constituents, okay? And you hear this couple of people coming up and saying, well, Hannity was one of them. There's 200 of them and 20 of you. Don't you think it's your time to quit? Gee, Sean, let me give you a quick idea here. Those 20 people are actually doing what their constituents, what the American public wants. Think I'm kidding. Let me give you some recent polls that have been done, both by right-leaning and left-leaning polling outlets. Okay. The first one is the most disgusting one, if you will. This is a CNN poll, okay? McCarthy's approval rating is a net plus 30 amongst Republicans, okay? That is the second lowest same party favorability amongst all people ever for somebody that wanted to be a first-time speaker, okay? Getting worse. 15% of Republicans have never heard of McCarthy, and 28% have no opinion of him. So 43% of Republicans don't care. They're the aforementioned, oh, there's an R behind their name, I'm voting for him. Don't they, like Joe going down to the Mexican border, I've got more important things to do. These Republicans, oh, finding out how my country is run, I've got more important things to do. Okay, but that was one. Okay? So let's look at the other left-leaning poll, The Economist and YouGov, right? Very left-leaning. 39% of Republicans said McCarthy should remain the leader of the Republicans in the House, okay? 51% said they didn't know or didn't care. So more than half the Republicans don't care who the leadership is in the House. Guess you don't care about the southern border. Guess you don't care about $1.7 trillion. Guess you don't care about abortion. Guess you don't care about crime. Guess you don't care about taxes. 51%, okay? Of the remaining 49%, 45% of them viewed McCarthy favorably and 31% viewed him negatively. Okay, just saying, those are the liberal ones, right? So you go, okay, well, maybe those are a little skewed. So let's go to the conservative side, okay? The conservative polling organizations. The Deseret News out of Salt Lake City, right-leaning, okay? Largest Sunday publication in Utah forever, okay? And the second largest publication behind the Salt Lake City Tribune in day-to-day newsprint, okay? Surveying Republicans, a Republican outlet surveying Republicans, just giving you this idea. 35% think Kevin McCarthy should stay as the Republican leader, 1/3, okay? 33% said people should move on. 33% said they didn't know. Got a problem there? 32%, I'm sorry, on the last number. Yeah, again, 1/3 of them don't care. How about this one? This is the Trafalgar Group, the Convention of States Action. A lot of you guys have heard of Convention of States. You've asked me about it. I've talked about it, et cetera, et cetera. This was a question posed to Republicans. This is specifically the question. After the results of the 2022 midterm elections, do you think Republicans need new leadership in Congress? 73% said yes. 3 out of 4 people, 3 out of 4 Republicans said we need new leadership in Congress. Now, those 20 some odd congressmen voting for pick somebody, whether it's Jordan or Jacobs or Matt Gaetz going to vote for Trump, that was a joke. Believe it or not, they're the ones actually doing the will of the people. They are the ones that are not the sheep. You look at every time the Democrats, 212 votes for Hakeem Jeffries, of course, Democrats are sheep. They do, they toe the line, march in lockstep right behind whatever they are told to do, and that is it. They do not have the capacity for independent thought. You have 200 Republicans in the House, including mine, who just got a very terse email yesterday about do your job, do what the people want, and say no to McCarthy, okay? Okay. Gee, leadership, McCarthy told you to vote for me. Okay, why? Well, we'll give you this. I'll give you your corner office that you want, or I'll give you the $200,000 you want for your little pet project, or whatever stupid crap, selling his soul for a seat. This is where you get it. So you have roughly 400 and or 395, no, 415 sheep in Congress and 20 who literally are doing the will of the people. Can't tell me they're not doing the will of the people. I just gave you 4 different places that ask the people what they want. I'm going to give you this one in case you're wondering what side of the fence you were on. Since Kevin McCarthy has been in Congress, he has voted with the Democrats to pass their bills 46% of the time. How many times did Nancy Pelosi, the previous speaker, vote to pass a Republican bill? 7% of the time. Now, I'm not saying that everything the Democrats have ever been put up has been bad, okay? Most of it, yeah. Most of it, $1.7 trillion in omnibus spending or, whatever these fund Ukraine bills and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, okay, stupid. Nearly half the time, McCarthy has voted with the Democrats. I want to give you this. This one will really scare you. In 2020, McCarthy was named the second most liberal Republican in the House. I want to remind you of just a couple of names that were there. Adam Kinzinger, Liz Cheney. Okay. That's the company McCarthy keeps. Kinzinger's gone. Cheney's gone. Kinzinger saw the writing on the wall and didn't run. Cheney got her ass handed to herself, as a political embarrassment. And the Republican Congress wants to make McCarthy, cut from the same cloth as those two morons, the leader, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. No, I'm sorry. He does not represent the public at all. And every one of those 200 Republicans who are supporting him do not represent you at all. Most of us here on this channel are, leave me alone, get out of my way, let me do things, and stop infringing on my rights. 200 Republicans and 212 Democrats in the House of Representatives want to stand in your way and infringe upon your rights. There are 20 that are standing up for you. It will take more time. It will take more elections to broom more of these representatives that are selling their soul to Kevin McCarthy. Could McCarthy get approved next week? Yes. Okay. Apparently there's all sorts of backroom deals, McCarthy's favorite thing to do, I'll promise you this, I'll promise you that, I'll promise you this, to get their vote. Of course, McCarthy's track record says he goes back on promises constantly. So what's going to happen? I know a lot of people say politics don't matter, that it's a uniparty, that it's all the same. Yeah, right now it is. It's 412 people that are the uniparty and 20 some odd people who are actually standing up for the United States, okay, for the people. That needs to change. And if they keep doing what they're doing in Washington, backroom deals, selling their soul, et cetera, the only thing that's going to change is your life is going to get worse and worse and worse until you're going to look at China or North Korea and go, gee, that looks like a good place to live. Pinball out.